Hey everybody. So today I want to talk about something that affects everybody at some point in their lives and just a little bit more about the energetics behind it and what we can do to overcome it. So what am I talking about? Doubt. Everybody's favorite. I want to start by talking about one of the highest forms of doubt that I had to face in the very beginning of this work was that I wasn't alone. My teacher, when I first started working with her, she wanted me to pray at the beginning of doing things, and at the time I couldn't connect to it. It just didn't make any sense to me. I didn't really pray much, maybe as a child, but then I kind of lost that, and I didn't really feel connected to anything. And I remember when she asked me to do it, I felt like a phony, and I actually started to cry a little bit because it just felt like I didn't have any connection to anything. And she said, I want you to just fake it till you make it. Just pick something out there. It doesn't matter what it is. It can be a mountain. It can be a lake. It can be an ancestor. It could be a Mother Mary, just something. And she got me to keep practicing this. So why did she do this? Energetically, when we pray, it opens up the energy center of the crown. So the crown connects us to divine love, divine consciousness. And, on a practical level, what does that actually mean? How does that actually help us? And one thing that I tend to see is if there's no connection to something higher than ourselves, it can feel like we're carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders, that we don't have any help. There's some form of abandonment that we feel, that we've got too much to take on. And what also happens is it's really hard to find a sense of purpose and direction in life. It's like that light that comes in that tells us what to do and why we're here is cut off. So that can feel pretty lonely, pretty confusing. So I started doing it and doing it and doing it and doing it, just with that faith, in what I saw in my teacher. There was a light, there was something that she carried that I couldn't explain it, but it was ineffable. I wanted to experience that as well. So what also happens when we start something? So when I get back to doubt, I think doubt really comes when we are about to do something and we don't have the belief in ourselves that we have the skills to make it happen, that we're going to make a mistake, that people will see that we're a phony. I mean, whatever thoughts come up. And a lot of that comes from not feeling connected to something higher than yourself, not feeling like you're channeling some sort of energy into what you're doing so that, you can learn your tools and learn your trade and show up, yeah? But what is that guiding force behind you that like artists feel and people when they're teaching feel like there's just something speaking for them, and that's really what that is that the crown is open and that energy is flowing through them. So in the beginning, if we don't feel that when we're doing things, it's like, okay, well, what can I do? I can start to put my hands together and start to make a prayer to the energy of the mountain to please come. So as I said, what happens when I'm about to do something, I sit down and I do this prayer, and it doesn't matter how you pray. It's like it has to feel authentic for you. And I think the main thing is having that feeling where you're showing up wholly, holy, but also in your wholeness with all your skills, all your tools, and then saying, yes, I'm bringing all this to the table, but now I'm going to step out of the way and let the divine flow through me, and then whatever happens, it's divinely guided. If it messes up, it was supposed to be. If it flows beautifully, it was supposed to be, And it pushes that doubt out of the way because you've done everything you can, but now everything is up to the divine. So when we make that prayer, not only does the crown open, but energy comes down into the body and actually aligns all the energy centers from the top all the way down to the bottom. So if there's a misalignment just because of life living, this sort of thing, wouldn't it be better to start your endeavor from that place where everything is aligned versus everything's kind of misaligned? So we make that prayer, put everything back into alignment, and not only does everything go into alignment, the energy centers actually start to expand. So we're beginning whatever we're doing with more energy, with larger chakras. So we're brighter, we have more charisma, we have more energy to think when problems arise, to think on our feet. And I've been doing this for a long time, and now I can't imagine starting something without doing it. So whether you're an artist, whether you're a teacher, whether you're serving people in some capacity, if you're a healer just starting out, I mean, there's a lot of doubt that can come up. So I do this every time, just to help bring myself into alignment, into trust that I'm here, but now I'm stepping out of the way. So again, I start at the beginning, and for me, I offer the fruits of what I'm doing to divine consciousness, you could say divine awakening, to whatever it is. And I also ask for things. Thank you for blessings of divine light. Thank you for blessings of divine love, for divine will to carry out the plan of God, higher purpose. Thank you for divine protection. It's okay to ask for these things. Why not? You need them to be able to serve. So thank you so much for tuning in. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. If there's something that you'd like to see in the videos, please also ask. I'd be happy to do it. And if you like what you're seeing, please click subscribe and like on YouTube. And yeah, have a wonderful day.